Hey guys, I'm back. So today I'm going to talk to you about Black Moon Lilith going into Libra for a whole year starting January 29th, 2024. So before we get into that and what that means, let's do a really quick overview of what is Black Moon Lilith and what does it represent. Black Moon Lilith is a point in the Milky Way, just like the North Node, the South Node. It is the dark moon, the dark side. She's a dark goddess, right? That shadow self, that part of you that is demonized or unaccepted by others. It's that raw energy of creation. Okay, Lilith also represents your refusal to conform to the norms of the world, right? That rebel, that I'm going to dye my hair blue, I'm going to dye my hair red because I can, that I'm going to do it because I can energy, right? It's also uncovering your deep desires and your impulses, claiming your identity, untamed energy, sexual liberation. It comes up so that you can accept that dark side of yourself and show up as your true self to the world. Also to heal the resentment that you have to that darker aspect of you, that shame. Why are you ashamed to display what you really are if this is what you are? Why do you try to hide it? So the fact that it's coming into our orbit, that it's coming into Libra, is a heightened indication that it is time to do the shadow work. It is time to embrace all parts of you. There is no reason to feel shame for feeling or being a certain type of way, because literally there are millions of humans, right? And we're all different. No fingerprints are the same. Nobody has the same astrological placements. There is no you. There is no copycat. There is no what is it called, not doppelganger, whatever. There's only you. Even if you're identical twin, your identical twin is still not you. When Black Moon Lilith is not liberated for you, it creates internal anger, right? You begin to resent yourself. Or why am I not perfect like my sister? Or why can't I just get this right like my brother? And we begin to shame ourselves. And the more that we shame ourselves, the more that we hide that creativity, we can't really reach our full potential. It creates blockages for us. And also we begin to project our biggest fears on others. And that's not cool. People don't want to be around us. What are your causes for embarrassments, right? That may be a big place to start, because embarrassment is a feeling of shame. So no one should ever feel embarrassed about anything, because I guarantee you that there is someone out there in the world who is doing the same you're doing, and they're okay with it, right? And they're liberating their creativity because they're accepting it. So it is time for you to accept yourself for who you are, with all your flaws, everything. You are perfect, because this is who you're meant to be in this reality. And those things that you don't like about yourself could be your greatest assets. That could be where your money lies. But how could you ever explore that energy if you're blocked? There will be bad results for those who choose not to operate in this authentic energy, right? To be genuine. So red flags to look for will be hypocrisy, manipulation, negative intentions. Divine justice is coming into play. So even if the law of man says that you're right, the outcome will still come out as you're wrong. Let me give you guys a quick example of that. Let's say you have a neighbor, right? And you and your neighbor just hate each other. And you build a fence on their side of the property, with the intentions to create privacy for yourself, for them, to avoid conflicts. Your dog keeps going over there, blah, 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 blah. You paid for it out of your money. It's on your side of the fence, but it's like maybe an inch on their property. Now they're upset because they're being petty. They take you to court. They want to sue you. You know, they're right. It is their property. You have no right to do that, but those weren't your intentions. So what's going to happen because of this energy, how it's so potent? The judge is, you know, he might just say, well, you know what, John, yeah, it was your property, but you needed a fence anyway. And your dog keeps doing this. So you know what? For wasting the court's time today, you have a penalty of X and Y. And now you have to reimburse your neighbor half of the cost for the fence. What? Right, because those intentions were ill. You're being fake. You know, you gossip and you throw a rock and you try to hide your hand, you're going to be exposed. You're wearing, you know, you try to catfish someone, you're going to be exposed. Everyone's being exposed right now. If you're doing anything with ill intent, you will be exposed for the next year. So this is literally your friendly warning from me to really operate in your authentic energy, right? That untamed, you know, raw energy, that messy hair. Just be yourself. Also, because it's operating in Libra, Libra is a sign of relationships. I'm not pointing fingers at Libra. I love my Libras. You guys are amazing. But Libras can often get caught up in people pleasing because they want to be this perfect balance. And the reality of it is there is no perfection in this world. The world was created on chaos. In chaos. In the beginning, there was nothing. And in the end, there will be nothing. So relationships are really being affected. We're going to see people breaking up, divorces happening, people who aren't equally yoked. Toxic relationships, but not every relationship that people label as toxic is toxic, because we have to remember that every agreement that we come into, whether it's a relationship, a contract, both parties are benefiting somehow. So if you think you're in a toxic relationship and you call yourself dumb and say, oh, can't believe why I'm dealing with him or her, I'm stupid, blah blah blah, no, you're not, because this person is mirroring something. So it's like you get what you give, right? So if you it's really important to look at your role right now, in your role, what you're doing to contribute, to escalate, to de-escalate situations. It's coming back to the self, healing your shadow side. Every argument should start with you, right? What am I doing? What can I do better? You should. It's not so much about others, but it's about you. So if you're in a toxic relationship, maybe, you know, you're teaching your partner balance and they're teaching you freedom. Like, it's a give and take thing. So if it's something like that, you guys will be fine. You guys will either continue to grow, and if you guys do decide to part ways, it would be because you guys are going to get a new person that's on your energetic level, right? If you're not willing to do the work, then the universe is going to give you somebody who's not doing the work. If you are willing to do the work, then the universe will give you somebody who is willing to do the work. But those other relationships that are completely one-sided, somebody's literally taking advantage of you, somebody's dating an 80-year-old lady when they're 30 because of money, things like that, those type of things will fall apart. So it's really important for you guys to be mindful of this energy. It is time to be real, because if you are not real, you will be in very tight spots and situations. So again, this is your warning. And you know, as I always say, and you should say, if it's not real, I don't want it. You guys like my video, go over to YouTube, like my video over there. And yeah, let's keep reciprocating the love. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.